Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the most current, freshest, dopest episode of Wealth for Generations. W4G is in the building. So, cool. Sorry for y'all. Sorry. Y'all know if you rocking with me, I always gotta double check that sound. But let's get it going. I hope you guys are excited because I am excited for this one today. Yes. We have a very exciting show for you, as we always do. Today, we're going to be talking with talented Alex. Yes. But before we get into the show, let's get into some introductions real quick. Let's get a round of applause for the reigning champ, the engineer of all engineers, Mr. James Marrero.
What is up, everybody? How we all doing?
How are you doing today, sir?
Doing great.
Awesome.
I'm a little tired, but we here and we doing it.
Yes. I agree. I don't know what's going on, if it's the weather or what, but I'm a little tired myself. But let's get another round of applause here for my special guest of the show today, Mr. Talented Alex.
Hey, what's happening?
How you doing today, sir?
Peace and blessings. I'm good today, man.
Awesome.
Today.
It's better than it was last night. It's still a little chilly, but the sky is looking good. For you people who like the chilliness, it's chilly. I'm not a chilly fan though, too much. I don't know. How about you, Mr. Alex? You prefer the cold or the warmth?
I like the cold, man.
The cold?
I
Oh,
like
man.
the cold, man.
Man,
Jacket season, scarves. Oh yeah.
I mean that's the one thing though. That's the one thing I do kind of like about the cold, because then you get to layer up, you get to bring out some more fancy stuff, you get to look nice. I mean, there is that plus side to it for sure. But without any further ado, let's get into this show though. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit for you guys. I'm always testing things out and trying to make sure that I can provide the best experience for you guys. But let's get on into it. So right here to my left, like I said, we have Mr. Talented Alex today. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get a real introduction going here. We have this is for all my hustlers, dreamers, movers, and shakers. Today, we got a man who doesn't just hit high notes. He hits the stage, the gym, the studio, and the entrepreneur game like it owes him money. This dude from blah, 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 blah. Damn, Kendrick Lamar, man. I told you, just leave me some words, bro. Okay? You always taking all them words. You and J. Cole, always taking all the words, man. Okay. Set scene. This dude went from watching legends like Prince and D'Angelo to stepping on stage with legends like Jason Derulo and Trey Songz. He's got the falsetto smoother than a fresh lineup and the charisma of a headline act. And the business grind stronger than your favorite coffee. He's got a new single dropping, a weight loss book on the way, and a daily show that keeps people locked in like seatbelts. And on top of all that, he's still got time to give out relationship advice. Sure, where do you find the hours to be so talented?
Man, it just comes from knowing who you are. I think you just gotta kind of know who you are and what you bring. Everybody that subscribes to me, I know them from somewhere. I've been where they've been. I experienced something they've experienced, whether it's a college buddy or a family member. People need what you have to offer, right?
Yes,
They
definitely.
need what you have to say, and it's a blessing to just share my gift with the world. However that looks, man.
I love that. Yes. Always making connections. That's what we like to do over here too, keeping it organic, man. We like organic connections. But one more again before we get into the first segment, let's give one more round of applause for Mr. Talented Alex. So like today, I said we're switching it up a little bit. So the first segment of today is not gonna be my favorite one. One of my favorite ones. We're switching it up a little bit. We're gonna switch it out actually for my other favorite one. So it's still cool. So we're gonna be starting today with the wealthy wisdom segment of the day, not the health is wealth. We're getting into the meat and potatoes right away today, baby. Right away. No sides, no nothing like that. We get into the meat potatoes right away. So, Mr. Talented Alex, sir, Mr. Alex, is that fine, Mr. Alex, or?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, nice. Thank you, sir. Why did you decide to become your own entrepreneur. Technically, you're a businessman, just like Jay-Z said. You're a businessman.
Absolutely. Well, I was trying to impress a girl one day, and it was a soul food restaurant. And I wanted to go to this soul food restaurant that I had been to a couple of times. And I went there, and the doors were closed. And that told me that a lot of these businesses are trying to find a place in our city. A lot of these businesses are trying to get their feet off the ground. They're trying to keep going. They're trying to keep the lights on, but it requires customers. It requires repeat visits. It requires true support of the community. And who would I be to not find business in seeing what that's like? Also, utilizing my voice to let people know there are businesses out here. There are people who want to be a part of your community, people who want to showcase their skills, their products, their services to you. And if I can, I want to bring and highlight anyone and everyone who has that opportunity to have created a business and let people know, hey, it's cool to go support this. Let's keep that black dollar cycling in our community. Why not?
Yes, definitely. And see, I had a feeling there was going to be more to it than just the hair. No, I joke. I know I joke. I make a lot of fun and everything, but honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, guys. Shout out to Miss Latoya, rep your brand. I was scrolling through their stuff, and that was my first image of you. Seeing you messing around with the rep your brand, and I'm scrolling through. I'm like, wait a second. It's 2025.
Oh wow!
Look at this hair. Oh my God, this is just beautiful. Look at this beautiful mane here. But that's what originally caught my eye. And then I started kind of listening to the music and looking into the profile and stuff. And I'm like, man, there's gonna be something more that kind of connects us. There's a reason. There's almost darn near a reason for every single guest that came on this show. There's a couple of I'm not gonna lie, I'm not no disrespect either, but there's been a couple of fillers. But there's a lot of them. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I don't mean that with any disrespect. Those are just the people that kind of come, they do the show, and then we don't build a relationship. That's all I mean by that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But there's a lot of past guests that I still keep in contact with till this day.
Okay.
Till this day.
Yeah, for sure.
And just hearing you talk about the community, the unity, and the networking and all that, you know what I mean? That's where I'm getting at, where I knew there was going to be something deeper.
Yeah,
I knew there was going to be something deeper that could possibly connect us and deeper to what your passion is and what's driving you to do what you do.
Absolutely.
But before we get any further, let me take one step back real quick though. And in your quick words, for anybody who's not familiar with you on the podcast right now, how would you like to explain yourself real quick before we get into because we're going to get into deeper questions in the interview.
Okay.
But this is just for the people who are like, who is this guy? Why is Elijah even talking to Mr. Talented Alex right now? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, man, I'm a singer, songwriter, model, actor, all the things. Here to entertain. You know, I've been doing it since 2008. I've done some things. I've made a name for myself, and I've stepped into the entrepreneurial side of things just so that my kids have something to look forward to, something I could actually pass down to my kids, teaching them business, teaching them financial security, teaching them how to grow and develop as men. And I would like for them to see this and realize that there is a place for you in this entrepreneurial world, because the job market might not be what it is today in a few years when they're ready for it, right? So it's important that I'm able to pass that on. And, my mom actually gave me the name Talented Alex. I think I was singing or doing something. He's like, oh, look at Talented Alex. So I decided to get the trademark around 2008. And I start hitting I think there was like a mall concert or like a mall competition, and they had people come out.
Old school style.
Yeah,
man, that's like old school style in the trenches right there.
Competition. I had just took some pictures here and there, and I came out and I created a song. I did the song, and it was just off from there. I started doing shows and all kinds of things like that, and it just grew and grew from there. So,
man, I just want to give you a round of applause for having the kahunas to go do those mall performances. Because if all you younger generation people out there back in the day, it was basically like an open talent show, kind of they would have at these malls, and you would go kind of audition, and if you got picked, then you would go do your thing. But I don't know if y'all caught it. He said he created his own song for it and everything, not just like, oh yeah, I did a Michael Jackson tribute or a print like somebody popular. He did his own thing, and that's what that's what I call. Oh, what's the wrong side? That's gonna be wealth for generations right there, baby. Yeah, that's what this man's talking about. He's over here planting seeds for his seeds in that house. But yeah, so that's for all y'all who happen to not be familiar with this gentleman over here. This is Mr. Talented Alex. Like he said, he is a singer, actor, model, entrepreneur, a number of things, a number of hats, just like a lot of us entrepreneurs.
I think I'm funny too. I think I'm a little bit funny too.
Hey man, hey, I got some ideas for some comedy, man. I might have to keep you in the loop for that too. You know what I mean? I've been. You ever heard of Whose Line Is It Anyways?
Oh yeah. I heard
I'll have to. We'll chat it up. We'll chat it up. I got an idea kind of how to critique that, but of course we can't use that title and stuff like that. Plagiarism things, but. I would love to bring that to the community, some kind of experience like that. But let's get back into the meat and potatoes here. So as far as becoming an entrepreneur, it sounds like you kind of started at a very young age. So there may have been a few of these, but is there one attribute you had to be honest with yourself since deciding, or maybe since 2008, since that sounds like when you decided to really take it as a business? Since 2008, has there been an attribute that you had to be honest about yourself as becoming an entrepreneur and a business owner for yourself? Like, for instance, like if you don't like talking on the phones or something like that, or you had to work on your punctuality, like I do,
right,
or anything like that. Is there any attribute that stands out that you not necessarily lacked, or something? It could be something that you purposely tried to build on.
Yeah, being okay with falling short. And becoming an entrepreneur and doing anything that's going to require you to take a chance, you have an opportunity to fail, right? And I think that what trips up a lot of people is that they don't want to get out here and mess up. They don't want to fail. They don't want to fall on their face and be embarrassed. And that's something I had to get over. Because through that embarrassment, you can find triumph, you can find a win, it's a learning experience. There's so much in actually trying. And I think I had to get past that fear of failure to just step out there and say, I don't care what anybody says or anybody thinks. I'm going to be Talented Alex. If you don't like how I sing today, I'm going to get better. If you think I look crazy in this photo, I'm going to take better ones. I'm going to get a better photographer. I'm going to get a better studio, a better sound. I'm going to work on my piano skills. I'm going to work on my singing skills. I'm going to find business to parlay to. You have to grow. And in order to grow, you have to know where you're weak. And in order to find out where you're weak, you got to fall short and fail. So that was the biggest learning lesson that I ever experienced. And I carry it today.
Man, I hope y'all was taking notes. No bathroom breaks right now, because that was a very big handful of gems right there. Very big. I like that answer. I don't think I've had one like that before. Most of the times it's kind of what I said. Most of the time it's like, oh yeah, I didn't really like talking on the phone to people, and I didn't want to set appointments and but being okay with failing. That's a big one. That's a big one. And all these legends out here, you sit down and talk to them, and that's one of the things that they have overcome. They explain it a lot of different ways, but like one of my favorite ones is Michael Jordan. He says that he used to go practice and shoot, and all these misses that I have during my practice are just because I'm going to make so many during my game.
Right.
Like I'm learning off of these misses I have in practice. That's why I go to practice and I shoot 1,000 shots at practice to figure out what's up with my ball rotation, figure out where it's up with my finger placement, my foot placement, my wrist placement, like all them little things. Just like Mr. Alex said, like if you didn't like this picture, he may look at it and be like, okay, I see maybe my shoulder could have been 3 degrees to the right there. Oh, you know what? I had a hair hanging out right there. All right. I remember all that stuff. I'm gonna upgrade the next time. Yes. So yes, that's definitely a very, very great answer. I like that one. So let's talk some origins here. Growing up, you had music in your family, it looks like.
Yeah.
So was there anybody in the family who thought they were supposed to be the one, but they weren't necessarily the one, and someone had to kind of break it? Like, Alex got the gift, not you, baby.
Oh man, I mean, if there was, I didn't know about it. I think that I just jumped out there, and I grew up in church, so
so you were all of everybody
I
was
in the
humming something.
choir. I was leading songs in the choir, so it was very early on where you started to see that I'm okay with being in the spotlight, right? So I mean, if somebody else was trying in the family and they fell short, or they're living vicariously through me, more power to them. You know what I mean? I can't point out anybody in specific, but I am very grateful. My dad taught me how to play the keys. My mom was choir director, gave me the chance to be on the mic first. I definitely owe my parents all of my gifts and the freedom and encouragement to continue to strive forward and be who I am. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. That's great. So it's just a powerhouse of blood, of that running in that blood right there. Sounds like. So speaking about your music, you have a crazy range. What's the secret behind your range and singing? Do you do any special like herbal teas or any kind of I mean, if you got secret rituals, leave them secret. But if there's anything you'd like to share to kind of keep your vocals on point, or any vocal practicing you do or anything like that?
I sing anytime I have a chance. If I hear my voice cracking at a certain octave, I just continue to try it until I get it right.
Just that continuous critique, like, oh, that didn't work. Try this one. That didn't work.
To back up off of that note just a little bit, so that your voice can really be up there and stay up there and not crack. So you just got to keep trying it over and over again. And I wake up wanting to sing, and I talk on the phone wanting to sing. So I'll be on a full on conversation, and then I just break into song, and my lady's like, what are you doing? Stop singing. I'm talking to you. So
like, I'm trying to have a serious conversation. Okay.
Yeah. It's breaking through barriers. I've always been someone who wanted to break through barriers and oppose, any type of limits or glass ceilings on myself, just to keep pushing.
Awesome. I love that answer. Great answer. But speaking about your musical side, I saw somewhere, I think it was in the link you had sent me, that you have a single coming up.
Yes.
Or getting ready to be released.
Yes.
Correct.
May 25th.
May 25th. Oh, so that's right around the corner, like a month and a half almost.
Yeah, it's called movie night. Yeah.
Movie night. And what's the premise of that one, of this track, or where did it kind of derive from?
Just thinking back to your first date with the lady, or first time you're coming over, your first moment of Netflix and chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How does that feel? How does that start? Right? What's gonna happen? What's the process of that? What are you thinking going into it? That's where this song kind of comes from. It just walks you through the process, because you know how it's going to end.
Right. Especially for you, man. You Mr. Smooth talking and everything. Like, girl, you ain't coming over here unless you really coming over here. You know
exactly.
What I mean? So
no time wasted.
I got you. So let's step into a little bit of the business side. So not that the artistry and the singing isn't business, but it still definitely is business. But let's pivot a little bit more towards the entrepreneur side of things, the brand ambassador, and also I believe you said you had a book in the works, correct?
Absolutely. Now, speaking of brand ambassador, now guys, you want to type it into Bearded Gents at beardedgentsgrooming.com. Enjoy an extra 15% off on me by using the promo code BeardedGents15. Now, Bearded Gents is spelled Bearded Gents, Gentz. So make sure you get the spelling right. Bearded Gents 15, an additional 15% off on me. Holla.
15%. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Well, more gentlemen, but if you need to get your man something, you know. But I mean, no
What do you
disrespect,
use
but
on your beard?
some women got beards out there too. You know, so whatever floats your boat. You know what I mean. Whoever needs some product for your facial hair.
I was in the store one time and I saw a lady and I was like, "Whose grandpa is that?" And I just kept looking. I was like, "Oh no, grandpas don't have that and that." So it was crazy. Full on goatee. Well, it was crazy.
I don't know if I've seen one that like defined.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some peach fuzz here and there and some whiskers,
full
you know,
on
stuff.
Mustaches with some of these women.
Sometimes people just a little confused, but you know, I still love you though.
Yeah,
I still love you
for sure.
But yeah, so I don't really do anything right now. You asked me what do I use on my beard. To be honest, the last couple of months I've just been kind of living.
Yeah. Okay.
To be honest, I don't really do anything at the moment. I've just kind of full disclosure. I just been slacking. I've been slacking on my self-care. You know, I need why y'all think I always got a hat on right now? I tremendously need a retwist. You know, I just nowadays I'm just like that's it. Like as long as and this ain't even actually now I look at it, this ain't even looking that great right now either. So we're gonna go like this
and keep it down.
Yep, keep it just like this. Yep, ain't nobody gotta know. See, we good.
Nobody got
but yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Is there any kind of special niche that they provide or anything, or is it more of just because they focus on the beards?
We're talking beard wash, beard oil, little creams and washes and sprays to keep it full, shiny, healthy, all that kind of stuff, man. It's a whole product suite of things that you can get over there.
Okay, so you guys can get the whole shebang. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. You can get the whole shebang. And what was it? Bearded Gents 15?
Bearded Gents 15 at beardedgentsgrooming.com.
There you go. That little plug for you guys to get some discounts. But yeah, so the book, yeah, that's what we were getting into, the book. What's the idea behind the book, and where did that kind of derive from?
So I had gotten sick one day, and it's a crazy story. I ate some ground turkey that had been in the freezer for too long. And I got a really bad stomach ache, and I started to hallucinate.
Oh yeah, dang! How long was the turkey in there for?
I don't know. I started
Someone stuffed some mushrooms in that turkey for something.
I started to hallucinate. I was throwing up. I was laying on the bathroom floor, and I got an omen that I needed to really start living. And at that point, I was about 215 pounds.
And, word! Man! Congratulations, man! I would have never guessed.
Yeah. Shortly after that, I lost my sister to a car accident, and in that moment, I was made aware that I'd be losing someone. And
you're talking about during the sickness?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in a moment that either I was going to be losing someone, or this was going to be it for me. Laying on that floor with the food poisoning. But after that, I just started to eat better. And in about 2 months or so, I lost like 60 pounds. Just changing my whole diet and just living better and doing better for myself.
Congratulations. And that was just diet. Did you incorporate exercise as well already?
A little bit of exercise,
but nothing too strenuous.
Diet. Yeah, mostly diet. And so I wanted to chronicle that. And I'm about on day 40 as far as finishing up the book. But the book is called 50 Pounds in 50 Days because I really did it. And I believe that although results may vary, anyone who kind of walks in those footsteps that I took will see positive results.
Definitely some kind of positive results.
Exactly.
It won't be people need to understand that sometimes. Like
consult your doctor, because
yes.
You can't do what I did if you have diabetes and you need to eat a certain amount of this or that. But yeah, I did that, and I want people to know that story, and somebody will be blessed by it. So that book is coming out probably by the summer. I'll have that out on all major platforms.
Awesome. Congratulations. I didn't realize the book was going to be such a personal thing.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned something about weight loss, but I thought it was going to be more about just kind of the encouragement of it. Or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize it was
This is
gonna
a
be.
diary. This
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
whole
Yeah. There
diary.
we go. I didn't
Yeah, this
realize
is
it
a
was gonna be
diary
like
for
a
sure.
diary. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like, oh well, yeah, I've been in and out of fitness, or
Ain't
maybe I
nobody
got a
gonna have
personal
me in
trainer.
no courtroom. This is a diary. You do as you please.
Right? Do your due diligence. Make sure you do your due diligence, indeed. um, but let's step back a little bit and talk about how you are a businessman. Not just a businessman, but you're a businessman, just like Jay-Z says. So you built a whole brand. You're not just an artist, but you're an entrepreneur doing this thing.
Yeah.
What would you say is the hardest part about balancing the music and the business?
The music and the business. The music is always calling. It's always calling, and you just want to focus on that. But I believe that there's a bigger picture, and to whom much is given, much is required. So I can never forget about the business side of things, whether it's a small business that needs just a little boost, or someone who needs some relationship advice, or someone who's trying to get back to their best selves, or someone who needs us a word of encouragement. That's the business side of it. Reaching these pain points that people have to deal with is very important, and I believe that your success in life is going to come from the amount of problems that you can solve for other people. So if someone's having the problem of not being able to grow their business, and my influence can help that, that's going to be business for me, because we're helping each other. Right? If somebody just went through a breakup and they're out there, summer's coming up and they're feeling thirsty, let's laugh together about this relationship thing so you don't make a mistake out here and do something you regret, right? Love Wednesday, right? These types of things are business for me. So at the end of the day, as far as the balance goes, I find a way to enjoy the business side of it so much that it doesn't even feel like I'm working. It just feels like I'm living my life out loud and allowing other people to join me during that process. So
That's
it all
awesome.
feels like the pleasure that I get from music.
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, and it's kind of hard to find sometimes in these days, to find to be able to find the balance, to be able to do something that you love and you're so passionate about that it doesn't feel like you're doing a 9 to 5 every day. You know, it's very difficult. But also, as Americans too, like I feel like a lot of mindsets are kind of, not necessarily everyone successfully pivoting, but the thought process is pivoting in that direction. I feel like people are yearning for that more and more. The vision, the idea of the American dream is changing.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it comes down to. The idea of the American dream is actually not necessarily changing, but reverting in a way. Because originally that's what it was about, was coming here and being your own person, creating your own wealth, building that family tree, that wealth wealth for generations. You know, that's what the original American dream was about. And then all of a sudden we became a business and a corporation, and then the American dream was about going to college, getting a degree, and being a good worker. Now we're reverting back to the original American dream, and I love it. I love it. But you did mention Love Wednesday. Is that one of the is that what the show is called? Or you do have a show?
Wednesdays it is, yeah.
So it's
a series of
oh, I'm sorry, it's a weekday. So it's every day?
Yeah, every day, guys.
Okay, I'm
has a
sorry.
different name.
I missed that part right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
every day
So
has
it's every day.
So we got Business Monday.
Business Mondays.
Self-Improvement Tuesday. That's where you're going to see me working out.
Okay.
Love Wednesday, I'm going to do some type of skit just to illustrate, where people might be in their relationship journey, so that they can kind of relate and maybe get a laugh out of the pain that they might be experiencing out here. Motivation Thursday. You can get a positive word from me as to, where I'm being led that week to give me peace, to give me comfort and security in my thought process. I want to share where I am mentally at that point with everyone. And then Music Friday, you get a live performance from me, so I never lose touch.
Nice, awesome. And then where can they find you doing your show? You do them live, right, or is it pre-recorded?
Well, it has to be pre-recorded now because it's mostly on Facebook, and things have changed with Facebook. So if you are someone going live on Facebook, it's only going to be there for 30 days moving forward. So now you can make sure that you transfer that over to other platforms or save it to your computer so you have that. But yes, it's a Facebook. If you search Talented Alex, you'll find my music page, but you'll also find Alexander Monaghan. My main Facebook page is where you'll see all the content.
Awesome. So Alex Monaghan is where you'll get the business side of the gentleman. Talented Alex is strictly music, right? Or do you kind of still merge it a little bit?
Well, it's music.
It is? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to say it and then you'd be like, no, actually, you can get my book off of there too, though. But
it's
you know
music.
what I mean? So the Talented Alex is strictly music. The Talented Alex page is strictly music. The Alex Monaghan. Okay, I won't say it wrong. Alex Monaghan, Alexander Monaghan is where you can get all the more business side of the entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
there we go. I'll figure it out.
I'll make sure that at some point this year, especially when the book drops, I'll make sure that everything is available in a one-stop shop. So you don't miss anything. Or at least
like
links so
doing like a website or something like that? Or?
Yeah. TalentedAlex.com. Yeah.
Awesome.
Building it out so we have everything that needs to be included in there because a lot has changed in 2025 for me and the brand. So we're going to make sure that we have everything on there. So we'll do a relaunch this year.
Awesome. Shoot, what did I do? Sorry about that. So next question I have, or actually, I'm sorry. That's going to be it for now. For the wealthy wisdom, not the wealth for generation. That's going to be it for the wealthy wisdom segment of the show. We're going to roll right into the next segment, though. And this is, again, like I told you guys, I'm always trying to do something new and make sure I can provide a good experience for you guys. So I told you guys that I was holding back on the Asking the Masses. So this is going to be a test run here for the replacement of Asking the Masses, Next Gen Thoughts. So this segment is inspired by the next generation and kind of having my engineer be more involved because he is the next generation. So what better way than to get some insight from the next generation than speaking directly with them, So, but right now we're kind of testing the waters and we're going to keep it a little bit entertaining. So this one, James, I'm not sure if you remember this, Mr. Alex, sir, or not, but back in the day when I was younger, there was a thing called the dollar movies.
Oh, yeah.
At least in Arizona, or maybe other places, at least in Arizona, I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist anymore. So there was a time when $1 could get you a whole movie experience. Now a large popcorn requires a small loan. Would you rather have the $1 theaters back, or are you satisfied with streaming everything and repping for the couch potatoes?
Ooh, you know what? Like, if you're down for it, going to the cinema, it is a completely different experience than just sitting on a couch, with the big screen and the surround sound. Like, it's definitely worth the money you're paying for. So if you're doing that for $1, I mean, that is a steal, I'd say.
Right? I mean, unfortunately, back then when we did have the dollar movies, we did have the typical like sticky floors and like it wasn't, the dollar movies weren't usually the type of Harkins you see now. You didn't have the recliner seats and all that fanciness, but the visual side and the sound was still there. So that aspect of it, Yes, definitely. Like if you and then for me when I was younger, that's what it was about. Going to the movies is being able to feel that rumble and get that big screen up there because when I was younger, like big screens wasn't really a thing. Like you had to be balling when I was a kid to get to have a big screen. So the average was like 18-inch televisions, 20-inch televisions and stuff like that. So to be able to go to the movies, get that big old screen and that thunder and feel the bass in your body and everything like that. Yes, $1 is a great deal. So you think if that was something that was available, you would take advantage of it occasionally?
Yeah, totally. Because look, I mean, it's not even like the cinematic experience. Like, that's great. It's also like interacting with the community as well. 'Cause you're gonna meet a ton of people, and if y'all are going to see a movie, like you might make some friends.
Right.
That would be super cool. And honestly, like the streaming, I have a problem with it because people end up just binging all day. And it's like, I feel like when you consume media, it should be, I guess, I don't know, like consumed in moderation, And if it's like movies and stuff, I don't know. It might just be me, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. I feel like, definitely feel like moderation is important. Balance is important.
Is crazy.
Yeah. You don't, because it's the same thing with like the YouTubes and the reels and stuff like that. Like some people get caught up, and the next thing you know, you just spent an hour and a half of your life on the toilet watching reels.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like
you're numb by
your
the time
foot's,
you get
I was gonna say your foot's asleep. You got to stomp your foot out before you get up and leave, or hold on to the walls as you're leaving because your foot's all like. but yeah, I feel like too. I was talking to your mom about this the other night too. Like we kind of got duped in a sense. I feel like with the streaming because it was one of those situations. I feel like they're like, you know what? Here, try this awesome thing. No commercials, nice and cheap. Share it with your friends. Now it's like, oh, it's been 6 months. We're raising the price again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been 2 years. We're adding more ads now. We got airspace to sell, so you guys are getting ads. You're getting commercials. You remember streaming was to bypass the commercials? No, we're you get ads now, and you can't share it with your friends either anymore. and now everyone's addicted to it. So it's like, yeah, I guess I'll just pay the $45 a month for it.
It's crazy.
It's like craziness, man.
17 subscriptions.
Crazy. But yeah, did you have anything else you wanted to add to that, James or Alex, to the $1 theaters? Besides RIP, miss you. Pour a little something out for y'all later on.
I wish I could go today.
Right. Show do, man.
Honestly, one thing I have to say, subscription-based services, like, they need to go. I don't know. It's like you're paying $17 a month for a movie service, right? And they have like the most mid selection ever.
Right. Like the whole collection is from my childhood.
Literally. It's like, what? Like, okay, I'll watch some movies. But like, no. I don't know. I'm fine with like HBO Max because like they have some good stuff on there, but yeah, that's all.
No worries. So that's gonna wrap it up for the next gen thoughts, you guys. And like I said, this was kind of a test run. So if you're watching live or if you catch this segment, let me know in the comments down below. What'd you think about it? Would you prefer asking the masses? Would you prefer next gen thoughts? And just by the way, I'm not sure if I'm totally sold on that. I don't 100% love that name. I might change the name. But for now, it'll be considered next gen thoughts. So yeah, just let me know in the comments down there if you guys think if you like either one of those or if I should keep trying and maybe throw in something else. But I just like kind of having like the little curveball in there, a little something different in there. But that's gonna wrap it up for the next gen thoughts, and then we're gonna roll right into what used to be the first one of my favorites, which is the Health is Wealth segment. The Health is Wealth segment is brought to you by Jessica and Christina Rose of Elevated Souls. They say that we are here to elevate your soul. Okay. You can reach them at 480-269-2649, or you can reach them on Instagram at ELIVE, the number 8 D_SOULS. And that's the one I recommend is follow them on Instagram. That way you can find out where their pop-up is going to be next, any specials they got going on or anything like that. Or you can just call them and ask them for some sea moss or some fresh pressed juice. But let's see what the ladies got for us today. We got ozone therapy, the supercharged oxygen hack for your health. Are you familiar with this at all, Mr. Alex? The ozone therapy? I don't think I've heard of this one personally myself.
Like the air bar?
Maybe actually, I think I might have seen that. There's like a what is it, O2 or something like that?
Oh,
I think in Peoria.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't been in there though, but I heard about it. But let's see what the ladies got for us. Are you familiar with it, James?
I mean, like judging by the name ozone, so ozone has it's oxygen, but it's an extra oxygen molecule, so it's like enriched oxygen. So I can imagine that it does good things for your blood, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I think it does mention oxygen and immune and stuff like that. But let's get some facts in here. All right, folks, let's talk about ozone therapy, aka ozone E treatment, aka the Michael Jordan of oxygen. This isn't your average breathe in, breathe out situation. We're talking about we're talking about O3. There we go. O3. So you're getting 3 times the amount of oxygen, basically. A turbocharged form of oxygen that man, I can't talk today. Detoxifies, energizes, and might just make you feel like you unlocked a cheat code for life. Here's why people are hyped about it. Oxygen delivery on steroids. It's like express shipping for oxygen for your cells. No Prime membership needed. Boosts circulation so your blood flows smoother than a DJ Khaled ad-lib. Another one. Number 1. Immune system power up. Activates white blood cells like assembling the Avengers. Avengers, assemble. Fighting off bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. Basically, germ warfare on your behalf. Can help keep autoimmune conditions in check. Hey, Jim, right there. Autoimmune deficiency conditions in check. Detox like a boss. Helps remove toxins, heavy metals, and all that environmental junk your body just doesn't need. It gives your liver and kidney some much needed backup because they've been working overtime dealing with your weekend choices. Bye pain and inflammation. Helps with chronic pain from arthritis, fibromyalgia. I knew that one, but it's just when you look at it, it gets scary. Fibromyalgia and other ouch conditions. Reduces oxidative stress so your body isn't out here acting like a rusty old car. Mitochondria equals energy factory. Boosts ATP production. What's ATP?
It's what makes your muscles flex.
Adenosine triphosphate.
Oh snap!
A little chemistry class.
Hell yeah.
That's the energy your cells run on. Less fatigue, less brain fog, so you can finally remember where you left your car keys. Speeds up healing like Wolverine. Wounds, burns, ulcers, ozone pulls up with the quick fix. Encourages collagen production so your skin stays glowing like a fresh IG filter. Gut health equals real health. It balances your gut microbiome like a probiotic on steroids. Helps with Crohn's, IBS, and leaky gut because your stomach deserves peace too. Peace. Cardiovascular love. Lowers blood clot risk. Nobody's trying to deal with that, man. Beachy blood clots. Helps manage cholesterol and blood pressure like a built-in health coach. Fountain of Youth vibes. Ladies, y'all always on the search for that one. Fountain of Youth. I mean, us too, but it's just more prevalent sometimes in women. But anyways, protects cells from oxidative damage, aka the aging boogeyman. Supports longevity because looking and feeling good in your later years is the real flex. Yes. And like I was telling one of my other peers the other day, man, I just turned 40 in November. I want my peers out there, us 40-year-old bracket peoples. We are the new gods. Okay, we ain't aging like our previous generation 40-year-olds. Embrace this age right now because we are gonna be damn fine doing it. Damn fine. But how to get the super oxygen in your system. IV ozone therapy for the straight up to the veins goodness. Ozone saunas. Detox like a champ while sweating out the bad vibes. Ozonated water. Ozonated water or ozonated? I would assume Oz. I don't know. You tell me, peoples. Let me know which one is it. Ozonated or ozonated? Water. A refreshing way to get your O3 fix, but don't expect it to taste like Fiji. Just saying. At the end of the day, ozone therapy is like giving your body premium gas instead of that low quality 87 junk. More oxygen, better circulation, less inflammation. It's the biohack your body's been waiting for. And that is going to wrap it up for the Health is Wealth segment of the day today. Is there anything that you guys would like to add, or is that something after doing my whole little sales pitch? Is that something you think you would like to incorporate into your lifestyle, your fitness lifestyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it
Arizona
sounds
has
pretty.
been known to have like polluted air. I was very shocked to hear that. So to go and get some fresh oxygen, man, that'd be very beneficial. A couple of people in my household have asthma and breathing problems, so it'd be nice to get them some fresh air.
Definitely,
Where can we get that at?
I don't know if it said if they gave me any locations. Nah, I didn't really have any specific places to do it. But if y'all rock with me, this is a perfect opportunity for me to let you know you got to do your due diligence. That's like one of my favorite words for the show. But yes, people, do your due diligence, and you can figure out, or if someone's fast enough, they might be able to give you a little help. But the different ways that you can do it is the IV. You can do a sauna. You can do water. Those are some of the different options. Did you happen to see anything?
Yeah, there's a ton of places.
Oh snap! There is, huh?
Like in Phoenix, Peoria.
Yeah. So hey, y'all can throw it back up there real quick. Yeah. I was gonna say if anybody's watching out there and you want to come on and talk about it, RWC ozone therapy. If y'all want to come on and talk about it, hyperbaric oxygen therapy of Arizona. If y'all want to come and talk about it,
right.
Vitality Wellness Clinic. If y'all want to come and talk about it, Revive Wellness Centers. Free plug for y'all. Come and talk about it. Y'all might be able to get some more people in the building. Come talk about it. Talk about it. But those are some locations for you guys if you like. But that is going to wrap it up for the Health is Wealth. And we're going to roll right into the Wacky Wealth segment of the show. So this is going to be normally it's going to be some more questions for you, sir. But this is normally more of the laid back, more silly part of the show as far as the questions go. So feel free to. So you say you got a little goofiness in you, so feel free to let it flow if you want. So, Mr. Alex, you do it all. You sing, dance, fitness, business. But if we threw you on a talent show and you had to perform a talent nobody knows you have, none of the public knows that you have, what would that talent be? Like, can you move your ears or something?
I'm doing it now. Yeah, I think I can move my ears. I'm double jointed.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, arms.
So you can do those weird like dances when the people be like moving their arms all.
I could do some stuff. Yeah, I could do some stuff. I was able to do a handstand at one point in time, so I could probably do something like that.
And that's a flex when you're getting a little older too, man. When
you
pass them 30s,
yeah.
When you pass them 30s doing a handstand is a flex.
I'm pretty good at pool too.
Oh yeah, oh you hear that, Jess?
Go down pool.
Oh, my lady likes to play a little pool here and there. I have a contestant for you. Okay, so the next one, let's say you're trapped in a recording studio overnight. You can only pick 3 artists. They could be dead or alive, but you get 3 artists to record a song with. Who's making the track list? Locked in the studio. It says overnight, but we'll give 24 hours and 3 artists. You can either have 3 separate songs or have all 3 artists feature on the one song. I don't know if that changes the thought process.
I'll probably go Prince, Drake, and
so this is gonna be for the ladies for sure. Then you got Prince and Drake on.
Prince, Drake, and like Hitmaker, because somebody got to put it all together.
Oh man! Oh man! That would be nasty though. That would be yeah. That would be nasty. That would be a nasty song. I agree. Okay, so be honest. Have you ever? Or no, I didn't want to ask that one because that's kind of.
If we can get a fourth, we can get an asterisk. C Breezy, he can come too.
Ooh,
very prolific people. 3 very prolific.
Yeah, for sure. Because I said artist. I'll give you Hitmaker because he's technically a producer. Yeah. So you can have Hitmaker, and then you can have Chris Breezy just because I want to hear that song. Crazy. Yeah, that would be a crazy song. Crazy. If you had to make a gym workout based on famous R&B songs, what would that look like? Or actually, I'm sorry, it's a not the workout, but a workout track list of famous R&B songs. What would that look like?
Oh man, not the best with names.
You can do the track.
The track.
Actually, and Alonzo, if you're listening, he might drop something for you. My brother does some cycling classes.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
I would have to put Eddie Murphy Party All the Time on there.
Oh, heck yeah.
Probably the Electric Slide song. It's electric.
Boogie, oogie, oogie, oogie.
And then John Legend, Give Me the Green Light.
Ooh, that's like one of my favorite John Legend songs too, man.
I could work out to that for
the green light. I love that song. Shout out 3000 too for that.
Yeah. Bombs Over Baghdad. I gotta go.
Ooh, Bill. Yes. Oh man, I'm coming to your workout class. I'm coming. So what's harder, hitting a high note after a long set, or trying to explain to a personal trainer why you ate an entire pizza after leg day?
Oh man, I would say because I know some tricks in the trade to hit that high note. I would probably say the leg day thing, because you can't outwork a bad diet. You're gonna have to look them in the face and be like, yeah.
You're like, hey man, you ain't running like you was yesterday. How come you ain't running like you was yesterday? What happened? And some pizza. Mm-hmm. How much pizza? It wasn't much. Just a whole large.
Yeah, because I've thrown up in the gym before just doing too much.
Oh yeah, doing too much. Yep. I've definitely not in the gym, but definitely in my sport days. I've definitely been pushed to the limits for sure. So if you could remix a famous love song but make it about food cravings, which song would you choose and which food?
What's that song? And they call it puppy love. I would throw in like pizza in there instead of puppy love. For sure.
And they called it pizza pie. That would be a good one. I'll be bumping that. I love some pizza for sure. You give out relationship on Wednesdays. Let's do a lightning round of love it or leave it. So, oh shoot, I forgot that. My bad. So, I'm sorry, but I set myself up, but not completely because I messed up. Sorry, guys. We're gonna have to skip that question because I was gonna do that, and then I forgot to set up the questions. So. Sorry, just being honest with y'all. Just being honest with y'all. Okay. I was ready to set up a lightning round for them, but I don't even remember. I got distracted somehow, and then I didn't set up the actual questions. So let's see. Actually, let me. If you had to do karaoke what would be your karaoke song?
Well, the last time I did karaoke, we did All My Life.
Jodeci, right?
Yeah.
Or KC and JoJo?
Yep, KC and JoJo.
KC and JoJo. Yes, nice.
Me and my homeboys tore that up.
Oh, you have. Oh man, dang!
We tore that.
I'm jealous.
Up.
You did it with a group.
You
don't even get to see that too often at karaoke either. Like, dang. It's the year 2000. What's your favorite food?
Quarter pounder from McDonald's, sure.
Now that it's 2025, what's your favorite food?
Restaurant or just food in general?
It could be a dish.
Catfish.
Catfish. See how that changes? See how it changes though? See how it changes? I wanted to do the year difference because we had the info about the 2008 and the sickness and all that. See how it changes, people? See how it changes?
Ghetto is responsible. Catfish.
But I mean, like, to go from McDonald's to catfish, especially McDonald's nowadays. I mean, McDonald's back then was different. You know what I mean? Like, it's but
there's a reason why it's a $5 meal deal, because your stomach's gonna be hurting afterwards.
See, people used to be happy to go spend $5 and get 5 cheeseburgers back in the day, and you'd be cool. You go play a football game afterwards, pickup game on the basketball court or something after 5 cheeseburgers. Is there anything? I'm kind of trying to skim through this real quick, but is there anything that I didn't touch that you would like to touch on before we do the full wrap up?
What didn't you touch on? Oh yeah, so my goal, I want to finish a full visual album this year, of songs, a lot of songs that I've been working on.
A visual album, meaning like videos?
Movie, yeah.
Oh, like a long one, or just stream of videos?
Okay. Long stream. Remember how Kanye West did it? Where he had the full movie, or even Beyonce Lemonade, just a full movie going experience, a good 50 minutes to maybe an hour and a half of just songs and cinematic. So that's my goal for the end of this year.
Nice.
To make sure that I do that. So
awesome. I'm definitely looking forward for that one. That one.
Models welcome, and I also have a talent agency, WATB and WUN, for anyone looking to model, act, be in skits, get promotions and brand deals and things of that nature. Come aboard. We definitely have plenty of work for you. There's some money involved as well, and you will be busy. So that's happening right now.
Nice.
And we have the names or abbreviations right now because we're in litigation with one of the powers that be over some name drama. So make sure that we release the name once I get everything transitioned over into the new name. We'll have that available for you guys. So, models and actors, welcome.
Yes, y'all stay tuned. Models and actors, definitely stay tuned. But that is going to wrap it up for the Wacky Wealth. And then we're going to be rolling into our final segment of the show. It is one of my favorites. It's probably one of your favorites. I know it's Jimmy's favorite, but we are rolling into the We Building Boy. So if you're new to the show, the We Building Boy segment is all about the special guest or the business of the hour or the day, weekend, however you want to look at it. Because sometimes I do multiple businesses if I don't have a guest. But today we do have a guest. So today we are doing We Building Boy focused on Mr. Talented Alex. So this will give Mr. Talented Alex the floor to promote, and to let the people know. You can either reiterate, or if there's something else that you got coming up that you haven't mentioned yet, you could talk about that. And contact information if they want to get in contact with you.
Okay. Here we go. Because I have this book coming out, I want to bless you guys with a small excerpt from the first chapter of that book. Do y'all want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's a quick one. All right. Here we go. Why is losing weight so hard? After all the crazy workouts and dieting plans that are on social media, it seems like getting in shape is the crave. However, I find it extremely difficult not to finish half a box of pizza every night while watching my favorite show. When am I going to get a handle on this? I started off today at 215 pounds. I also started off today with an apple and grapes and a movie based in orange juice. It's a little tangy, but it feels healthy. In maybe an hour or two, I'm going to do a few jumping jacks. I want to start off too crazy because I know this is a marathon, but I have to start somewhere. I'm doing this as an inspiration to someone somewhere who needs to hear this. So I'm going to do this day by day. That's a little excerpt from 50 Pounds in 50 Days.
Thank you, sir. And that one is on the way, people. So make sure to stay tuned. It's on the way. It's still in progress. Is there anything else you would like to drop for the people? Any contact information or anything else you want to maybe reiterate that you got coming up, or anything else that you forgot to mention?
Yeah, I want to reiterate May 25th, Movie Net. That's going to be coming out. You can actually see it on my Facebook page, a little snippet from that.
And that's on the personal one or the talented
Are you
one?
able to pull it up on here?
They wouldn't be able to see it, but you can put it up.
Oh, you wouldn't? They wouldn't be able to see it on here?
Nah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's going to be a vibe. It's going to be a visual experience as well as a great listening experience. So you can get that.
But actually, sorry to cut you off. But if you want to send it to me somehow, I can put it on there. So if you guys are interested, I can possibly post it later on today.
Okay.
Or something like that. If you want to do, if you could either like do it through email or through the messenger, and then I can share it on the Wealth for Generations page. Yeah.
You can link it there. Also, if you have a small business and you have seen my show, you like what you see, you want to be featured with a full feature, that's available. We can talk about what that looks like for you. If you want a commercial during one of my shows, we can make that happen for you. As well, again, if you are a model / actor, musician, singer, and you're looking for a place to come and showcase your skills, I definitely have agency for that. So I invite you to come along with that, and to continue watching the show. Get the book when it drops. We'll probably have some promo codes and some specials for pre-orders and things of that nature. So we got that going, and continuing to support the brand, continuing to support this good brother here as he
thank you
adds new segments to the podcast and expands. I will say this is a nice studio that we're working in today.
Thank you.
The sound is great, the quality is great, the vibe is great. It's a good area, so if you want to come down, one of the businesses that we talked about, want to come down and explain what that oxygen therapy is looking like.
Oh yeah, I would definitely love for that to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
If any of those people are know or contacting, I might just go back and reach out to them myself, because it just seems interesting. I would love to have somebody, preferably if I could have an independent one, a business owner one, not necessarily a franchised one or a corporate one, but I'll take whatever I can get, because it's good information still. It still aligns with the health and wealth side of Wealth for Generations. So.
And I didn't even talk about the kids, man. My two boys, Noah and Prince, they have a branding situation going on right now. Monaghan Brothers. So if you have a business or a clothing line and you have a kids line or a youth line, they would love to come out and model for that as well. I'll send you the link to that. You can probably put that in there.
If they're up for coming on and talking too, that's actually I was kind of thinking about how I can pivot towards that way a little bit more. I did do a youth. We did the youth event, so I do have some of those contacts. But I'm looking forward to trying to get some more youth entrepreneurs on here for representation reasons.
Yeah.
So, because I know I talk about how I'm trying to build the archive for the next generation, but I also think it would be cool if I could have a 12-year-old in here talking about, I've been doing my business for the last year and a half, and I'm making my own money. I took my mom out to eat or something like that. Like, that would be awesome, that representation. And then someone else can sit down with their kid and watch it together. Like, hey, look, this dude, this dude Alex and his son, they doing what they
teach
gotta
them
do
while they're young.
Yep.
I wish I knew something about entrepreneurship when I was small as well. My son Noah, he plays violin very well, so he does his thing. And last thing I want to do is Bearded Gents. So make sure you go to beardedgentsgrooming.com, put in that promo code Bearded Gents 15. That's Bearded GENTZ, and make sure that you get that 15% off on me.
Yes. And if anybody would like to get in contact with you, either for the show or talent purposes or anything like that, how would they do that?
All things Talented Alex. I own the brand, I own the trademark. So if it's Talented Alex, it's most likely me. So whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, Talented Alex, talentedalex.com will be a one-stop shop for all my things here. I'm still developing it and making sure that it rolls out when the book is available as well. So that's how you can get in touch. And then you can call me directly at Psych.
I was like, okay, like, do you play it? Do you? Maybe you got a side business phone or something. But yes, that's gonna actually wrap it up for today. Let's get a round of applause for the reigning champ of engineers holding it down for us today. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being available and holding down on the ones and twos today, the cameras, that is. And then let's get another round of applause for my special guest, Mr. Talented Alex.
Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you so much, sir, for being able to spend some time with us, drop these gems. So man, trust me, you came in with some good gems today. I really appreciate it. You being able to come down and speak with us. And then last but not least, we got one for you guys, all my supporters, followers, people of that nature. Thank you so much. We wouldn't be so successful without you, but we would still be here trying. But on that note, peace.